What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on Dusty and pulling the old cluster out and adding a new cluster. The reason why we're doing that is because the old original cluster doesn't have a trans temp gauge. If you guys know, I have an aftermarket AEM trans temp gauge, and then I have an AEM wideband. I'm not too big on having multiple gauges. I like the simplicity of just having, everything look OEM and just stock. So we're going to be getting rid of the AEM trans temp gauge and then be adding this cluster that already has a built-in trans temp gauge, and not only that, it's already programmed with the same mileage that is on Dusty right now. So enough talking, let's just go ahead and get right into it, get that old cluster out, and then start working on removing the AEM trans temp gauge as well. So let's just get to it. Alrighty, guys, as you can see, we have our AEM wideband, and then we also have our trans temp gauge over here, which I plan on moving the wideband from here to here and not have anything on the pillar. And then also I plan on moving the electronic boost controller somewhere over here. I'm not sure how I'm going to mount it, but I have to move it since the trans temp gauge is going to be right behind it. So yeah, let's just go ahead and start getting this thing apart. Alrighty, guys, so I'm not sure how you guys do it, but this is how I do it. Pretty sure this is probably the only way how to do it. Turn the radio off. Put the steering wheel all the way down, and then put this all the way in first gear, and then I just pull from the top, nice and gentle, so we're not breaking clips or anything. And then I'll come out smooth like that. I'll just put that over there on the ground, and then you got 4 8mm around it, so remove those. And remove our electronic boost controller. We got a double-sided tape, so it's gonna be a little hard to get off. All right, so we got that, and I already removed the 4 bolts that hold the cluster in. Pull it up, actually turn it back off, and then unplug it. All right, so that's that simple and easy. Alrighty, guys, so we have our new cluster. We're just gonna go ahead and plug it in. Put this all the way back down. And we did get the blue LEDs to match the color of the truck. Push those, the boot controller lines down and get them out the way. All right, like a glove. Oh, my battery's dying for the light. Let me switch that out real quick. Alrighty, guys, well, that took a lot longer than I wanted. Ended up just rewiring, cleaning up a lot of the wiring stuff. But yeah, we're pretty much done. We got the wideband over here, and then we also got the boost gauge right here. I'm not sure where I want to put it yet, so either down here somewhere next to, I don't know. So I'm still trying to figure that out, but everything is working now after I cleaned up the wires. So that's good. Alrighty, guys, so we got our trans temp AEM trans temp gauge and the wiring all removed along with the pillar. When I bought this truck 4 years ago, it actually came with this AEM gauge, and the previous owner drilled into the pillar. So I'll be getting a new pillar this weekend at the pick and pull. And then we also got our old cluster out. As you can see, this is where the boost gauge was, and we can't mount it there now because we got the new cluster in, and then we got our new trans temp gauge. And this is where I moved the air fuel AM air fuel ratio gauge, and then I also moved the boost gauge right there too. That way they're both in the same area, so we can look at them while we're in boost and everything, make sure everything's good. But I like it like this. It looks a lot cleaner. We'll get a new pillar like I said this weekend. I just got done vacuuming the truck. I need to get some rugs for this thing, but let's go ahead and warm this thing up and make sure the trans temp gauge is working and everything. And then I also need to go get some gas. So we'll cruise and go get some gas too. So let's go ahead and warm her up. Yeah, we're empty. All right, guys. So as you can see, the trans temp is starting to warm up a little bit. We're ready to go get some gas. 93 is expensive, man. Shit's crazy. Alrighty, guys. So you can see the trans temp is working, fully functional. We're sitting about I want to say 60, 170, and I don't even have the fans on. Let's see what happens when I turn the fans on. We're gonna leave the fans on for a little bit. Let's see if it drop a little bit. It's only about, I want to say 60 degrees. I just cut the fans on to see if it'll drop a little bit. Not that it needs to, it's sitting perfectly. Alrighty, guys, so it's only been about, what, 2 minutes since I turned the fan on, and it already dropped 10 degrees. So it just says everything's working great. I'm happy with the OEM trans temp gauge. I like this so far. I mean, let me know what you guys think, how y'all like the boost gauge over here and everything. How I did it was, this is basically a phone mount. So it's a magnet. It's got the magnet on the back and that, so it literally just clicks on. It's like perfect. No drilling or anything. I didn't want to drill into it or nothing. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Let me know. But yeah, man, everything's working great. I'm very happy. All right, so we got our new pillar. Let's go ahead and slide her in here. Slide her in. Oh, this one doesn't have the clip. All right, so we got the clip off the other one before we trash it. Good thing we didn't throw it away yet. Slide her on. And that should be it. And there you got it. Clean and simple. That's all we need. Now we need to replace the steering wheel, but that's coming. So very soon, very soon. Alrighty, guys. So as you guys know, majority of you guys probably have this system on your truck or car or whatever for your LS. Apparently the earlier models came with this 4-port steam system, so I got one. I'm gonna be swapping it onto my truck and hopefully helps cylinder 7 cool down a little bit. Along with, I did get all my injectors clean. And then I put the highest flowing injector on cylinder 7, then the second highest flowing injector on cylinder 8. So I'm hoping to help keep those back cylinders all cool and whatnot. Let's just go and get everything back together. I was doing some other stuff in here, so I figured I'd get the injectors cleaned and upgrade the steam port system. So let's get it. It's like an OEM plus upgrade. I really don't understand why they stopped making these, but yeah, we're going to see how that works for us. Alrighty, guys, so we got the truck back together. We got our OEM Plus upgrade, the steam port, which is going to all 4 ports. Here's the old block off place that used to be in the back. Like I told you guys before, we got all the injectors clean. We put the highest flowing injector on cylinder 7 and then put the second highest flowing injector on cylinder 8. And then obviously the OEM steam port system, which I'm hoping to help cylinder 7, keeping it cool and getting the pressure out of it and everything. So get ready to pull this thing out of the garage. Alrighty, guys, so we got the truck pulled out. I don't know if you guys remember, but when I bought these wheels, I told you guys I needed hub centric rings, and we got some. We got actually had them for a while. This is a company I went with. Came with a set of 4. Very nice, good quality. It has a inner and outer bore diameter printed on the side. Already threw the fronts on. Let's just go ahead and get the rears thrown on. So let's get these wheels off and get these rings on. Alrighty guys, so we got the ring on. As you guys can see, it's perfect fitment to the center bore. Very nice. So let's go ahead and get the passenger side on and throw the center cap back on. And yeah. Alrighty guys, so we got the passenger side on. Now we can slap the center cap back on. These are pretty tough. So center cap's back on. Let's lower it back down and go take it for a spin. Alrighty guys, well that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video. Guys, I know it's been a while since I've uploaded. It's been real busy with work, with the spring season and everything. So once that dies down a little bit, we should catch up on the content and get more out there for you guys. But if you guys enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. We're so close to hitting 1,000 subs. So let's go on and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, peace.